Well, hello, my friends. I hope you're doing great. Are you good? Should I leave the music? Ben, nice to meet you. Hawk, hi. Hurryfly, hi you guys. Tim, Emil, hi everyone, guys. 112, hi. Coxter, hi. Big Show, what's up? Love you all, guys. Thanks for joining. Audio is good? Great, so this time I didn't mess up with it. Let's turn off the music, I guess. Yeah. What is the music anyway? This is YouTube Studio Music, you see? I can select like any sort of the composition without copyright strikes or claims. I chose that one. Well, what's up today, my friends? How are you doing? Are you feeling fine or feeling great? Are you feel energized, satisfied this night? I'm not planning to stream like all the night, maybe till 4 a.m. Did you see how Donny is trolling my country, Romania, retiring 1K American soldiers? Then we are under attack of Putin's. Yeah, I see. Well, too, I see, unfortunately. Yep. Like in general, for Europe, is it 1,000 American soldiers or 700? I heard that figure. Well, in general, America will still have like thousands of the troops in Europe, but it's not the good sign. In a way, it's like invitation, you may call it. Yeah. Can we call it an invitation for the party? Maybe yes, maybe no. Anytime, Ben. Thank you for watching me all the time, commenting. You're awesome. Oh, Jake Bro came out with a new video 1 hour ago. Interesting. Should I will just like scroll his video. I want to check out the points he mentioned. Maybe we speak about the same stuff. But I'm too much concentrated maybe on situation on the front lines.
Welcome back, Defenders. Campaign.
Major oil and chemical facilities hit deep inside. Maybe I should lower my image here. Ooh, something like this. Deep inside Russian coordinated drone campaign. Okay. Yeah, Novopaske refinery. I think it was hit 2 days ago. Yeah, that's the S300. That's what I showed already too. The losses of the Russian aviation from the friendly fire. Since 2022. Yeah, actually, Ukraine also lost many from the friendly fire, especially the very beginning of the war. About A50, I think after it was a Ukrainian attack, some Russians claim that it was a friendly fire, but actually it's not. It was a Ukrainian missile S-200 with a longer range. Russian oil company Lukoil had reached a deal to sell its foreign assets to Gurnov, a company founded by ally of President Vladimir Putin. So basically, sending active assets from one company to another one. Good evening, guys. What is this? It's hard for me to understand. Tanker carrying Russian oil to India U-turns after sanctions. Yeah, it happened, but it doesn't apply for all of the tankers. By the way, Baltic countries companies they refueled Russian tankers. Interesting, yeah. Business as usual. Donny is talking a lot about NATO not doing enough. Okay, I need to move the chat a little. I don't see the end of the message. Maybe you see it better. Not doing enough, but at the same time, he's one who sees not to understand the idea of importance of NATO. Yeah. I agree.
because she's actually very talented at her job. And she's been maintaining interest rates in Russia above 20% for a while.
Yeah, now it's around 16.
But when there's economic uncertainty, especially when there's war, people panic buy gold because gold is universal.
China invests a lot in gold.
This is because of war. It's in NATO, and what? I won't be able to? Can I fly to Istanbul? I mean, I buy tickets to Istanbul, but I can't go? Where can I fly? That will make this elderly man happy. He wants empire. He wants legacy. He wants the Soviet Union back. Russian troops storm Pokrovsk to sell victory to Trump's administration. I don't believe this headline that the Russians are pressing in Pokrovsk to try and influence Trump or the peace talks. This has been their primary objective for almost a year.
Yeah, it's from the strategic perspective, or from the tactical, we may say, it's a very, very important settlement. It is the major crossroad for Russia to attack elsewhere. Yeah, that's why they attack Pokrovsk. Maybe coincidentally, it might show Trump that Russia occupied something. That's it. But it's the second reason, yeah. Herein we've been convinced that he's Krasnov. I see. Yeah, Romania rules. I feel sorry for that lady. They wouldn't let her resign. What? Nabiulina. Yeah. She's very talented. I also speak about it. 8-1, but Ukrainians still hold Pokrovsk.
Hackers. That is what is happening with this city. They're trading land for time. This is Pokrovsk. The reports are is that the Russians are in the city. They're in the buildings. They're in the basements. The fights are going on right now. Eventually, I do believe Ukraine is going to have to pull out of this pocket and then go back to the next fortified line. This has been Russia's primary objective, taking Pokrovsk.
Yeah, the problem that the next fortified line is kind of further away, and Russians could potentially they could break through if they really put lots of the forces there. But we'll see.
Since they took Avdiivka a year and a half ago.
That's what worries me. Not what is happening in Pokrovsk. Yeah, it's also concerning, but it's understandable that Ukraine should withdraw. I hope that Syrskyi has some part of the mind to call for withdrawal, like in Avdiivka. But what happens next? Because after Avdiivka, it was kind of the major breakthrough of Russians till Pokrovsk. Yeah, remember how they gained the territories here in Kalinivka, in Kalinova. Yeah, there were not so good situations. Also Kurakhova. It all happened. Yeah, and I just worry about what might happen next.
A year and a half to go about 10 kilometers. Next steps on Donetsk's map after Pokrovsk. First Konstantinivka,
Yeah,
Sloviansk, and Kramatorsk. This is
Slavyansk.
Moscow's occupation plan
Yeah, like this whole agglomeration. Slavyansk, I don't know. It's like very far away.
for Donetsk. Yes, the Russians are advancing, they're making progress. But at what cost? On what scale? I've been making these videos for 4 years, so I remember when Severodonetsk and Lysychansk was surrounded, about to be taken by the Russians in 2022. This was 3.5 years ago. The cauldron was collapsing, the Russians were encircling, they were about to have a breakthrough. That was 2022. What was the story of early 2023? And that was Bakhmut. Let's go to Bakhmut right here. Bakhmut was surrounded. The cauldron was collapsing. Russia was about to have a breakthrough. And they barely budged past Bakhmut.
Again, we are looking at the moral, like more or less narrow points. Yeah, if we check out deep state military map, if we check like, okay, let's take not the Bakhmut, like there is just a light movement towards the Chasiv Yar. It's understandable, like 10 kilometers. Okay, but what if we say about this whole region, like this? Do I need epic pen? Yeah, probably I need to show you. I mean, shit, I need to restart it. Task manager, please. Why I need to restart it? It's lagging all the time, this epic freaking pen. Yeah, I'm a little nervous today. He probably already mentioned. So, Bakhmut, yeah. Oh, tiny little, as Jake Bro tells, yeah. I also like fell into this trap before, but not any longer. But if we speak about this entire region, it's not small. How many of those are here and how many of those are here? So, and it's just one part, yeah. Also, there is North Kupian city. So let's go. Just let's go. See this wider image, not just Bakhmut, Chasiv Yar. 1 year, let it be 1 year. October the 1st, let's say. You see, October the 1st and today. It doesn't look like this tiny move in any longer. So it's better not to underestimate enemy, even on this bigger scale, like let's say half of Ukraine, yeah? Once again, 2024, October the 1st. Even here, it looks like kind of the big movement, I would say, for 1 year. In 2024, in 2023, let's take, and today, for 2 years. Also kind of the big movement. They're scrolling, they're taking the ground, and Putin thinks that he can attack more, he can get more. The problem with all of that there are not many Ukrainian defense lines left after Pokrovsk. All of the previously built for many years Ukrainian defense lines were positioned here. From Avdiivka, Ukraine built some close to Pokrovsk, but after, there are not many settlements. They're very small, like, from this perspective. Yeah, you see, like, this big settlement, this big village, but to Pavlograd, the road is mostly free. So that's what concerned me after Pokrovsk, that they can go to Pavlograd. Yeah, there is one big defense line. I don't remember how it goes. It goes here in Zolty Kolodets. By the way, Russians already penetrated it once. It was a lucky move, but they were pushed out. It goes somewhere here, something like that, something like this. So, and it's only one big left. So maybe Putin thinks that he can do it. And really, they may advance like in roughly 3 years, maybe even 2 years. I see the scenario with the fights for Pavlograd, maybe even for Dnipro, Zaporizhia, if everything goes according to what I see. If Putin still have enough army men, and he will have enough army men, because his goal is to continue this war, unfortunately. So I wouldn't underestimate Russian gains at all, and telling that, oh, like, this is the big enemy, like, we should just get more support. And Europe still, like, trading Baltic countries, freaking Baltic countries that are under threat of by Russia. They refueled Russian ships. Do we have an article about it? Yeah, like Baltic firms, what do we have here? I didn't. Baltic firms supplied fuel to Russian shadow fleet investigation finds. This was posted like 3 days ago. A network of companies in Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia, all three, supplied fuel to tankers belonging to Russian Shadow Fleet, which Moscow uses to evade Western sanctions and export oil abroad, according to investigation by Lithuanian public broadcaster RT. So it's not investigation even by police. It's like public broadcaster journalist investigation. Police just put its tongue to its ass. What the fuck? Like, why Europe is doing that? Then there is the threat. Ukraine, remember those cases, like how was it difficult for Ukraine to get those HIMARS systems? How was it difficult for Ukraine to get tanks? This Scholz was, oh, I don't know, maybe Leopards. No, I don't want to escalate. This freaking Sullivan. Now we have Trump who wants to sell just everything. Like, what the fuck is happening? And they all say Ukraine is like, should be robots or what? Ukraine will not fight like that under... If there is no help, Ukraine will just struggle, lots of the losses, and eventually Russia may occupy it, main territories, if they continue to push, because somehow Russia has the military support. And support from China, support from North Korea, Iran, and somehow Europe increased its export to Turkey, to Kyrgyzstan, Kazakhstan. Why the export increased that much? Maybe because Russia obtains the spare parts, which they use in their drones and missiles. They want money. Those like corpo greedy bastards, they just obtain the money from selling goods to Russia. And in case Russia attacks Europe, who cares? They'll just go to live in Maldives, I don't know, Bali. There are multiple of the nice places. Australia is also good. Russia is far away from Australia. They don't care. Those multinational global corporations, they don't really care. They want to make business with Russia. And they don't, like, for them, this war in Ukraine is just, who cares? I'm so angry.
In almost 3 years. The story of 2024 then was Avdiivka. Avdiivka surrounded. The cauldron is collapsing. Russia's about to have a breakthrough. And now that we're in 2025, the story is about Pokrovsk. Russia, on average, in Donetsk, is taking one mid-sized city every year. So what's the story of 2026 going to be? Konstantinivka? The story of 2027? Kramatorsk? The story of 2028? Sloviansk? At the rate that
This is the major defense. If Russia occupies that, there was
Russians
the
are
free way to go to Kharkiv, Dnipropetrovsk. It's not about those cities. It's about grinding down Ukrainian infantry, demoralize Ukrainian society, which is happening. Actually, Russia is freaking winning even informational war, unfortunately, as we see. Yeah. I'm like very, very skeptical now, guys. I don't see good signs. Yeah, I still don't believe that Russia may occupy like entire Ukraine and Russia will collapse eventually and Ukraine will gain all of the territories just because of that. But the situation on the front lines is far to be perfect. Far, far, far to be perfect.
going.
If again, it's the main defense. Russia takes it, Russia goes further very fast. Remember this, very freaking fast. If they occupy, that's why they want to get it without fight, as Putin's mentioned to Donald Trump. Donald Trump even says Zelensky, oh, give this territory to Russia. No. Elsewhere, after that, Ukraine doesn't have defense lines. That's it. That's it.
They're going to run out of people. They're going to go bankrupt.
No, they will not run out of people. Ukraine may run out of people, but not Russia. Russia has 130 at least million people population. They every time may conscript 5 million tomorrow. And Russians will not give a damn because they already lost 1 million. They don't go and protest. Putin is very lucky again with his people he got in Russia. They will not run out of men, Jake, bro. That's the problem. Ukraine will run out of men. And oh, by the way, Russia has a backup. North Koreans were fighting against Ukraine. Yeah, who wants to fight with alongside Ukrainians against Russia? Is there anyone else? NATO? For me, it's like more and more understandable that those bureaucratic countries, like NATO countries, EU, they're like this United Nation. Very weak, pathetic, and fuck, I'm desperate today, guys.
They can't do this forever. But as long as the Allies continue supporting Ukraine, and Ukraine fights with fewer soldiers, takes fewer casualties.
Yeah, but do Allies, they really support Ukraine for a required amount of support or not?
Yes, Ukraine is going to outlast this. I don't even know what to call it, guys. 4 years to take 4 mid-sized towns in one oblast. But every night, this is what the Russians are planning. The night of October 30th, they launched 705 missiles.
Yeah, there was the large scale attack. I'm sorry, Denys. Yeah, just like my emotions, I'm speaking freely on this channel, like with you. Unrestricted, unhinged, yeah? You see my real me. I could be wrong. And there were multiple occasions then I was wrong. But now I think like that, so the only positivity that Ukraine calls Russia significant losses, that's it. And maybe eventually it might disturb Russia, but I don't see for now new Prigozhin. There is no such a leader now in Russia, unfortunately, and maybe it will appear someday. And yeah, some black swan, something, but without the Russian collapse or Russian regime collapse, I don't think that Ukraine is capable to return back territories or win in this war. It will continue year by year, and Russia has just enormous resources still. We all say, like I say that Russian economy is struggling. Jake Bro said about the Russian economy struggling. Oh, it's collapsing, ruble is collapsing. Somehow they're still capable to produce military and somehow capable to drag soldiers on the front lines. And what they do now with those strikes, 623 drones were yesterday, we monitored it online. They want to terrorize Ukraine, to make it absolutely not possible to live on Ukrainian territory for people, to force Ukrainians to leave, to demoralize against society and everything. I called many of the friends today, and they all reported about problems with electricity. Blackouts, no water. How can you live there? How can normal people plan their life in a country at war? So that's the goal of Russia, to make it like they did in Syria, right? So they use similar tactics, but Ukraine has just more advanced weaponry compared to Syria. But the tactics is the same: to vanish everything, to make it impossible for people to live there, to destroy economy, energy, infrastructure. Now Russia aims for Ukrainian bridges. That's what they say. I mean, Russian military bloggers, they publish, and Russian officials, they also like hint that they want to try to destroy all of the bridges across Dnieper in Kiev, Khmelnytsky, Cherkasy, maybe Kaniv, yeah. And they want to destroy the tunnel through Carpathians. Well, it's not the only road, but it's the main one. They want to block the tunnel for supplies, for the train connection. That's how Ukraine obtains weaponry, and they want to destroy all of the bridges. That's their plan. I wonder what they can use to destroy the bridges, because even with those Iskanders, missiles, or Ha-47, it will take them like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of those to demolish one bridge at least. I don't think it's like physically possible, because bridges are really robust, but we'll see.
Drones, Ukrainian air defense crews successfully shot down 623, but that means about 80 hit their targets. What do you do? What do you say in response to this? Cruise missiles, ballistic missiles, drones, everywhere. An apartment building in Zaporizhia was blown up. The pictures and videos are online. I could show you a destroyed building, but instead I'm going to show you people Russians are currently choosing to blow up against basic guarantees of life in the community. The hospitals sustain protect life and seeks to create new sources of destabilization in Europe to make it harder for Europeans to assist Ukraine.
Yeah.
Things for Kherson, the city, have been drones to hunt.
United States report accuses Russia of using drones to hunt. Yeah, I saw that video. It's terrible. Like people were targeted definitely in Kherson by Russian. Russia freaking proclaims Kherson is the Russian city, and now they hid on, as they call Russians,
performing terribly. What Putin likes to do is saber rattle his nuclear arsenal. This is what he does to puff up his chest, and I think he believes he's impressing his own people. Russia tests 100 megaton Poseidon torpedo.
Poseidon, yeah.
This is Putin visiting a hospital to go meet with wounded soldiers from the war he started, and the only thing he wanted to talk about was this successful missile test.
Yeah, this was a strange meeting.
Poseidon's power is significantly not true. Russia has more. This was accomplished including
more or less the same. Like Russia has a little more.
A complete
missiles,
update and renovation
warheads.
of existing weapons during my first term in office. Because of the tremendous destructive power, I hated to do it, but had no choice. Matter. This tweet is insane, and I hope this goes nowhere. Trump frequently tweets stuff out, and there's no follow-up, there's no follow-through. Everyone just forgets about it 2 weeks later. I hope that is what happens, because Trump's an idiot, and the Russians are going to explain to him maybe he doesn't understand. But this is what Peskov says. In his statement, President Trump mentioned that other countries are conducting nuclear weapons tests. Until now, we were not aware that anyone was conducting tests. But if he is referring to the testing of the Bereznik missile, that is by no means a nuclear test. All countries are engaged in developing their defense systems, but this is not a nuclear test. The United States is a sovereign country and has the right to make sovereign decisions, but I would like to recall President Putin's statement, which has been repeated many times. If anyone deviates from the moratorium, Russia will act accordingly. We don't test nuclear weapons anymore. We test delivery systems.
Well, he is not going. He says he was going to nuclear weapons on equal basis. So what they did, we're gonna do the same. So it's like mirror action. So he's not trying to blown up nuclear explosions. He didn't mention that. It's not about nuclear strikes. It's about Russia threatened to kaboom. Yeah, prohibited nuclear weapon test in the atmosphere. Here, Jake Bro, but Trump didn't say about that stuff in his statement. We'll see anyways. Russia threatens to make those real nuclear tests in Novaya Zemlya. I think 2 years ago they wanted to make it, but not any longer, not any longer. Yeah. Bah. Toretsk is gone. Most American nukes, well, at least for now, most American nukes were made near me. Ooh. Hola, hola. There would be no panic, disorder, disobeying orders among soldiers due to Putin being replaced with anyone else who is still pro-war. No, they will do whatever they're told to do. Don't believe what Trump says. Yeah, I also don't believe that. I'm sorry to hear that. I couldn't never understand what that feels like, and hope you and your country can see better side of this. Yeah, I hope to. Hope to. I hope that something happens like that will somehow divert the current situation to some better way. The only positive thing is that Ukraine kabooms lots of the Russian vehicles, lots of the Russian troops. That's the only good thing that I see. Still, Russians take the ground. Still, they have advantage, unfortunately, in the front lines. And it's bigger than some of the people want to present, as I showed you. But it's not what Putin's saying with this blah 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 bullshit that Ukrainian army is encircled, like they say 8,000 soldiers encircled somewhere in Pokrovsk, in Kupiansk. It's bullshit. Winter is coming, yeah. So don't believe like propaganda, all right? Try to be focused on the real information, truth. I feel that I have the hatred on my last video posted. Jeez. But I don't care any longer. Like, I post what I want to post. Oh, and there is... I already told it on my Telegram. There is the guy who is what's his name? I knew about him today for the first time. His name is Mario Nafel. So he's, from what I understood, from the United States. He lives in Dubai. By the way, Kate from Kharkiv is following him. And he is interviewing different pricks. But the good thing that, yeah, like this prick, yeah, he's pro-Russian. But the good thing that he interviewed Ukrainian ambassador in the United States, a new ambassador. Where the hell is she? I just watched that video. Not she, not... Fuck, he has so many interviews. Where is she? I just watched her. Oh, yeah, this prick. Colonel McGregor, who's saying that Ukraine is collapsed 3 years ago. Freak. And they wrote to me an email saying that, Denys, can you participate our podcast? I say, yeah. Well, I asked my Telegram audience whether they want, and they voted yes. Fuck, where is this ambassador of... I just watched her. She's somewhere close here at the top. No way. He has 2.6 million. He's like this, Lex Friedman guy. Type of the Lex Friedman guy. I don't like him, but I will go on his podcast. We'll see how it goes. Because he says, maybe Russia invaded Ukraine because of the NATO. Oh yeah, here we go.
Coverage of the war in Ukraine. I'll continue interviewing people from both sides, the pro-Russian side and the pro-Ukrainian side. Today, I interviewed the ambassador of Ukraine to the US, where I asked her about Trump's shifting policy when it comes to Ukraine aid, especially after his meeting with Putin that didn't go too well. I also asked her about what's happening on the battlefield with the advancements by Russia. I asked her about the drone incursions in Europe We debate the root causes of the war,
No,
and we talk
I
about
need
the
to change the
risks of a
mouse.
direct conflict between NATO and Russia. I hope you
This
enjoy
one
the
is better.
conversation.
I just need to change the settings for the mouse. I'm sorry, just a moment. Where the hell is this mouse? I need to go full in for the sensitivity. Olga Stefanishina. Maybe, yeah, Stefanishina. Yeah. Nice lady.
There's two ways to analyze this statement. On one hand, it shows a massive U-turn by President Trump, and it highlights.
Well, I thought if Ukrainian ambassador was there, maybe I should go. Yeah, if it was just pro-Russian bullshit there, I wouldn't go. Here in this case, like it's certified by Ukraine. I think if with this appearance of Ukrainian ambassador in the United States, I think I may participate it. And he was not like punching her with his statements or something. It was kind of the lovely interview. What he said here is
NATO expansion
Could have been prevented. I think.
behavior. But
like here.
last week, but
Yeah, I agree. By the way, President Zelensky's. I've got a lot of criticism, on both sides of the war and how it was handled, especially when it comes to NATO expansion that led to the war, and I think could have been prevented. I think the courage. I agree with Piers Morgan, who's a big advocate of President Zelensky, a very courageous man. I love him or hate him. But there is a big concern that he's facing, and that's in your country, in Ukraine, and also in Europe. So we know that Babis, Prime Minister of Czech Republic, is back as being Prime Minister. He's very critical of US aid to Ukraine. We've got obviously Prime Minister Orban, who I've met personally. Babis I haven't interviewed yet. Orban, and we've got Prime Minister President Vucic of Serbia, who I've also interviewed, who's also very critical.
He was like this, pro Elon Musk guy who is like supporting this far right, or how you call it, this populist ideology. Not right, like I don't really care. Far right, far left, I hate both. But he's like this MAGA Elon's boy. He just casually throws out a Russian talking point. Yeah. Nice nickname, by the way, Epstein Files. So yeah, we're gonna like participate. We'll see what it may bring us. It's gonna be interesting because usually, I'm like in this sauna with my whom I went to with Jake Bro, with this guy from Jason from the Kiev Post who did interviews with me. So I disagree. NATO expansion was the reason. I was a convenient. Yeah, it's the excuse for Russian occupation, basically. So here it's not comfortable environment for me. I've never been there in this kind of the condition. Like I could be like asked some kind of the questions. So it's a very interesting experience. So I want to participate, and I don't care what his audience may write about me in the comments, but I want to give my own perspective on his audience. That's the goal. RuTV propaganda speaking points. Dude is basically paid by Russia to say this. They give him the script to follow. Yeah. I think so too. But I want to reach to go and try to speak. Yeah. By the way, Fidias also invited me to participate in some of the congressional meeting in the European Parliament. So yeah, I say to him like for Fidias, I don't want to speak with him. He's just a joke. But here, maybe I'll try. We'll see where it leads, where it goes. Could be interesting. Because after all, he like interviewed like I saw this interview. That's why I agreed. The only freaking reason. On his channel, he pointed out all of the people whom he interviewed, even Lukashenko. Okay, Elon Musk and the Lavrov and Orban. Orban is he should have put like this big picture here, like widely huge. I support the idea. You might not enjoy it, but could be interesting. Yeah. It's like interesting experience for me as well, and also for 2.6 million followers on YouTube. I think he's not that popular, and he is also followed by many people. So maybe I can participate. We'll see. But yeah. We'll see if I can handle it really, because I didn't have this experience. Yeah, it's a little tricky, but I want to risk. Russian TV propagandist. Yeah, absolutely Russian talking points. And if you check out what he posts here, absolutely like Musk and stuff, and what he says about NATO is the bullshit. But I understand that I need to be like polite, not the way how I tell now, I cannot tell you, fucker, what are you talking about? Are you stupid motherfucker? Paid by Russia answer. No, I will not tell like that. I'd say, I guess you are right from this perspective. Let's take out some other point, like from blah 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 blah, something about NATO. Yeah? This guy looks like a porn star guy, maybe gay, and not a guy but gay. Far left and far right, they have something in common, yeah? Yeah, Elon Musk is my god. Let's repost space. So he's like this, Lex Friedman or someone like that. Absolutely like copy paste, just different look. Somehow those podcasters, like Joe Rogan style podcasters, they're damn popular. Why? Should I start my podcast with someone? Hope all is well. Yeah, all is well. Be reasonable whatever someone comes out and says you must be paid by X. I totally stop listening. They sound like children in a debate. Oh, yeah. Like, it's very important to be like reasonable, of course. And also NATO talking points, and like I may even say that now there is the question about whether NATO even plays some sort of the role, judging on their reaction on the drones and violation of their airspace. Maybe it's not that defensive. And are you really sure that Trump will protect NATO members like Baltic countries? I'm not sure. I think not. So this Mario, we'll see how it goes. By the way, he has this microphone, kind of the cheap one. I wonder why he uses it. USB mic, pod mic. Yeah, he looks like a porn star. You're right. Who said that he looks like a porn star? 112? Yeah, he really is like looking like a porn star. Looking like a porn star. Netanyahu, and he lives in Dubai. But that interview wasn't really harsh towards the Ukrainian ambassador, no. But mostly he likes maybe Russian speaker, Russian point of view. I don't know. At least he is not confronting them. We'll see if he may confront me. Germany, maybe Estonia would hold your breath. Yeah. But not USA. I don't believe that USA might deploy their forces to protect the Baltic countries. Europeans, maybe some of them. Not Spain, not Portugal, maybe not UK, maybe Germany, but I'm not sure. No one is sure. So far, I'm very dissatisfied with NATO reaction, and he might be related with Jordi El Ninopola. Who is that? By the way, Lavrov got laughed off in India, all the places. Then he implied that NATO Ukraine started the war. Yeah. Like, this is a stupid narrative. NATO have never freaking attacked anyone. The only, maybe, it was to prevent the genocide that this Milosevic did in Serbia. There was no United Nations resolution, and not all of the NATO countries created coalition to attack. But for other cases, there was the United Nations resolution. And they didn't occupy Serbia. That's what Russia is doing, yeah? It was just to prevent the genocide, not the occupation. And that's what Russia wants to tell all the time, like, oh, United States started the war in Iraq. But United States already left Iraq. They don't want Iraq to become a state of the United States of America. That's the huge difference. Joe is a moron who believes anything anyone tells him a serious voice. Joe? Rogan. In Wisconsin from Tennessee Defensive Alliance. Yeah, Defensive Alliance. And Putin just put his tongue in his tiny midget ass. Then Finland and Sweden joined NATO. Somehow this narrative doesn't work for them, yeah? That, oh, they're the members of NATO. Oh, then de facto, the border with Finland is even longer than with Ukraine, yeah? Is it like that? I think very similar, at least. Libya was questionable too, yeah. But in Libya, it was not the NATO, it was like some of the NATO countries. He might be related with Jordanopoulos. Yeah, maybe. So yeah, this new guy we have, Mario. And he does he have a YouTube channel or what? I think he has YouTube channel. He should have. Freaking 172.3 thousand posts created. I think he is mostly like this, he's milking Elon Musk, you know, Elon Musk guy. Yeah, he has a channel with 145,000 subscribers. I thought he had more. True reason for war. Ukrainian ambassador to United States, root causes of Russia-Ukraine war. He just cuts the parts of the interview which he published on X. And he posts it on YouTube. Okay. So I'll be one of those guys. This is freaking idiot. Pro-Russian idiot. I wonder whom else he interviewed. Andre Ted. Fuck. Yeah, that's the company I'm in. That's crazy. But I already agreed. It's too late to refuse. Yeah, it's gonna be a very, very interesting platform. Fuck. Yeah. Drill, baby, drill. Well, we'll see. I hope I'll nail it. Yeah, he really appoints this guy all the time. Like, ooh. Orban. They went on this conference.
Can you mend that bridge between Europe and Russia? And can you mend that bridge? Can you go back?
This is this freak. And here is Orban. So really, they propel this Elon Musk bullshit. Well, we'll see. Oh my God, what I am into. Oh.
Then we reduced them to 9, and today there's now 8. Interestingly, one of the ministries we eliminated was the Ministry of... I designed policy in ethical
Michael, thank you so much for support.
and moral terms. So it's like I told...
Milei, he interviewed... Well, Milei, at least he supports Ukraine. I don't like Milei, but he supports Ukraine, so it's more or less okay. Well, at least he says that he supports Ukraine. I don't know. Oh, this Piers Morgan.
Absolute pleasure. And
Piers Morgan called me also, by the way, but I refused. I don't like Piers Morgan. Well, this guy I also don't like it. Let's try, we'll see. Experiment. And there was no personal interview with, this one. Senator, what's his name? I forgot. Broken cameras on Epstein or what? New party confirmed. They had a panel discussion. AfD, this thing. That's the crap. Sneako. Oh, this prick from Romania. Oh my god, Simeon. Simeon is no one any longer. But he actually got the support, you know? He got the support from people. They nearly elected this prick. Oh, Boris Johnson attended him. Well, at least like that. Boris Johnson. Once again, but he is interviewed by someone. Oh my god, what Boris Johnson has
When war crimes become negotiation points.
By recognition of Russian possession
what
of Crimea
happened
by
with his hair?
America.
Jeez. Serbian president. Oh, Lukashenko. Does Lukashenko speak English? No, I don't think so.
it feels like we live in a different world to a few months ago where we have conversations, I think frank conversations. People are saying things that they wouldn't usually say. And I feel like the entire paradigm has shifted. Let's go to what's going on right now with the minerals agreement.
Why he's shaking like this?
Are we heading in the right direction for peace? And can you tell me more about your recent discussions with President Putin as well? Is he happy with the progress that's happening? And also, if you can comment, I'm not sure if you've spoken to President Putin, I'm sure you have, regarding his recent call with President Trump as well. How was that call? And, well, you know, should we be optimistic based on these developments?
Only in general terms, both regarding the conversation with Trump
Yeah, the translation is correct. I already heard.
and the negotiations in Saudi Arabia, as well as the topic of rare earth materials. Just general things. Why? Because we'll meet in Moscow in a week, and we will discuss all issues in great detail.
Okay, so Lukashenko, who else was there? Maybe Elon Musk himself. Oh, Lavrov. There was the panel discussion with Lavrov. It wasn't the panel. It wasn't like personal interview. Or no?
Mr. Minister, it's a pleasure.
Oh, almost personal interview.
This war should have never started, that the pulling Ukraine into NATO in violation of its constitution and violation of the Declaration of Independence of 1991.
Okay. Declaration of Independence. Let's go. My favorite. ChatGPT. Was there non-NATO membership declaration in Ukraine independence. Or something. Good question. Then Ukraine declared independence. There was no explicit non-NATO membership clause in the declaration of the independence itself. However, in the early years after independence, Ukraine did officially adopt neutral, non-aligned states, meaning it did not plan to join any military blocs such as NATO or Russian Allied Alliance. CSTO. There is the timeline shot. Before full independence, declaration state of sovereignty Ukraine. There was the real source. This was the real source of the non-aligned NATO principle. Non-participating military blocs. It stated a permanently neutral state. Declaration, but declaration is declaration. It's not the constitutional documents, as what Lavrov said. It's declaration. While still part of the adopted while still part of USSR. So it basically means nothing. Because Ukraine later on was not the part of USSR. 1991, the Act of Declaration of Independence of Ukraine didn't specifically mention neutrality or NATO. It simply proclaimed independence. In 1996 Constitution, the neutrality idea was not written directly into Constitution, but the foreign policy line of neutrality remained in practice. That's it. That's it. Under President Yanukovych, Ukraine adopted the law not aligned status legally. Yeah, Yanukovych is fuck, pro-Russian fuck. After Russia's invasion of Crimea, Ukraine adopted not aligned status and officially set the goal to join NATO. Only after Russia annexed Crimea. In short, 1990 Declaration of Sovereignty, not the 1991 Independence Declaration, contained by neutrality non-bloc status, effectively a non-NATO membership principle at the time. Would you like blah, blah, blah? So before full independence, there was declaration of the sovereignty of Ukraine adopted July 16. So, and the act itself was in 1991, 1 year later, in August, 1 year and 1 month. Back then, Ukraine was the part of USSR. So what? And basically, the declaration means nothing. Absolutely.
This war should have never started. That the pulling Ukraine into NATO in violation of its constitution and violation of the Declaration of Independence of 1991, on the basis of which we
already understand that there was nothing in 1991, yeah?
We recognized Ukraine as a sovereign state for several reasons, including that this declaration was saying no NATO.
Yeah. For Russia, they also gained... Russia is existing also from 1991.
Americans announced that they are withdrawing, maybe temporarily, maybe not. They are withdrawing the instructors.
I know that the Russian government is quite sincere in looking to pursue a diplomatic solution.
Who's this fuck? A diplomatic solution. Yeah, that's why they started the war. Well, it's gonna be an interesting discussion, I admit, with those guys. A horse-faced guy, yeah, the horse-faced guy also can stand it. But it's gonna be interesting. You see this pro-Russian fuck gonna be interviewed by pro-Russian fuck. I need to put myself in one place and not to spark widely, blaming everyone around and screaming F words. It's gonna be very, very tough for me, but we'll see how it goes. some new experience. It's gonna be on 4th of November. 4th of November. I'll see. I think Jake Bro asked many times Joe Rogan to be interviewed, or some sort of those kind of the MAGA style blog podcasters, but I think he was not successful. And I also thought, okay, if I was proposed by this guy, let's see how it goes. What's the oldest video? 1 year ago? Is he a new podcaster? Oh, Tulsi Gabbard on Israel, Lebanon, Gaza, Iran conflict. So here, wow, yeah, this company is crazy. Tim Pool. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. They'll try to make maybe fun of me. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be very interesting. Go into a crazy mode, Dennis. Yeah. I only freaking participate because there was like I saw this one, Ukrainian ambassador in the United States. That's it. That's if I haven't seen this interview, no. There would be the answer no. But if she is out there, I can go there as well. Published, by the way, 10 hours ago, this video. You got this, man. Yeah. Maybe we'll see. Tulsi Gabbard, yeah. Tulsi Gabbard. By the way, I heard the news about Tulsi today. What was that? Kash Patel's performance as FBI director is exactly what we can expect from Pete Hegseth in War and RFK in Pandemic, or Tulsi Gabbard in a world where espionage exists. This administration is full of incompetent people. Do you agree? Yes, but there was the info about Tulsi. Oh, this fuck. Breaking: FBI blocks Tulsi Gabbard's office from investigating whether a foreign power was involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination. According to the New York Times, per anonymous insider, FBI Director Kash Patel's crush efforts by Tulsi Gabbard's closest advisor Joe Canton investigate whether or not a foreign power was involved in Charles Kirk's assassination. Really? Tulsi Gabbard was on domestic terror watch list, and now she heads our nation's intelligence. Really? Tulsi Gabbard is a Russian agent. The United States counterintelligence is overwhelmingly in the heads of Kremlin. This treacherous measure would make it completely so. The FBI later pushes back against a handful of counterintelligence functions that Tulsi Gabbard would effectively take over. One of the changes that later said would cause serious and hold lasting damage to United States national security. What? Kash Patel, 7 hours ago, looks to block Tulsi Gabbard's rise as Trump's team intel split intensifies. Daily Mail. Interesting. So there is something happening. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. And by the way, guys, we reached 1,013 followers on my, how to call it, freaking X, Twitter account. Yeah. Patterson, you forgot about war cycles. Yeah. Audience, what are the discussions focused on airspace, war in Ukraine, world news? Let us know, please. Any sort of the topic you can. I want, like, already finished to speak about Ukraine. Maybe like world politics, some of the news, any sort of the beef you want me to yap about, any sort of the topic. Could you reach out first maybe to that ambassador to see what she did think of the interview after it got published? Because doubt she knew any well who she's getting interviewed by. I think she knew, like, she's an ambassador. She knew it. It's like Zelensky was interviewed by Lex Friedman to show also to MAGA style community that Ukrainian narratives, yeah, and that's what she did, being interviewed. I think it's a good thing after all. I think it's a good thing. Just need to be prepared. I do not see. I do not see that she was really like harsh with her rhetoric. Not harsh. I mean, I would answer differently, but we'll see. Maybe I will mess up. I don't know. I never got this experience with uncomfortable interviews, so we'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting, I guess. Our topics evolve quickly here at times. LOL. Yeah, I think after all, he's like everything will be fine. I think we'll have some fun there. And you know this who this Boris Johnson is there also. Like, it's okay. It's interesting. For me, it's interesting. I still have a NATO vest, hoodie, that shirts, souvenirs from the Balkans conflict. Given my person, I know really, really well that used to track and prosecute war criminals to the United Nations. True, yeah. Only cameras if funny as fuck. Yeah. I do not expect like someone from that community, from their community, will follow me or something. But in a way, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. We'll see. Tweets calling for civil war and violent uprising should be the final proof needed for the government to take action against Musk. Yeah, he's like always about civil war in the United States and UK. Civil war, civil war, civil war. Communist Zelensky should. I didn't know that Zelensky is communist. JetBlue flight makes emergency landing in Florida after drop in altitude due to flight control issue. Multiple people injured. Oh my god. What was the plane? This one. This is Airbus. Neo. Prince Andrew stripped of all royal titles and evicted from Windsor Mansion Palaces. Ooh, why? Maybe he was a pedophile? Here's the hidden rest area. Can you tell which aircraft it is? 777? No? No. It's A380. Yay. Or maybe 747. What kind of the aircraft? If there is upper part. This is their lower deck. I can recognize it only from the cockpit perspective. Was never fun of. It's either A380 or 747. I think it's A380 because it's Airbus. Airbus. Am I right? Cessna 172. 777. They say 777? No. Or 380. Like mostly people voted for 777, but 777 has underneath crew rest. Fuck, it's crazy. I don't know what's the airplane. That's hilarious. I think it's after all. Jesus Christ. It goes down like this. I don't know. So are you a pilot? Yeah, Lando. Hi. I used to be a pilot, at least. 777 is nice plane. Yeah, but we never had those kind of the upper restrooms. This is huge. In our airline, at least. We didn't have those. Well, maybe 777 after all. What's that? Oh, tomorrow is gonna be a big stream of mine. We're gonna play some horror games. My task for tomorrow morning is to download as many games as possible, and we're gonna play. As a pilot, you can confirm that the Earth is a sphere or flat. And what with these chemtrails? Are they sprayed on every flight? No, just occasionally if I want to reduce the birth rate in particular country. I switch, for example, many times over Germany. We need to like more immigrants to go to Germany. So I switch over the white districts, those chemtrails for white people not to breathe, and some people from Eritrea coming. Yeah, we did it. Yeah. That's what I heard, at least. Why always missing my country, though? Africa. Come on, don't believe that bullshit. Once I was flying, I wanted always to joke about chemtrails, like pushing some of the button in the airplanes. There are lots of the useless buttons that do nothing. To push some button and like, chemtrails active, something like that, and publish it on TikTok. That would be awesome. That would be just crazy. Never understood Halloween. We forever tell kids to stay away from strangers with lawless, except for this day. yeah, except for this day. I don't know. I am also afraid for this stuff. Heard of the Camp Able sense. Guys, what is the most crazy conspiracy theory you ever heard? I think the most weird one is like birds do not exist, like pigeons do not exist or something. Those are the flying cameras. That's the most crazy one, probably. It was published before, like a couple of days ago. Pokros. Ooh, what is that? I always believe it than the dumping fuel.
100,
50. Why always missing my country though, Africa? Because because you understand why. 30. And Africa is not a country. 10. Yeah, nice. You see, even like a very strong rain, it gives the red thing on radar. So sometimes it's kind of complicated to define whether it's really a thunderstorm or just significant rain, strong rain. But if you see like magenta, oh, it's better not to go there. And if it is like this, like some sort of the tunnel or something, it's more or less like precipitation. Also, it's not solid fully. There are some of the green, yellow sometimes. So if it is not solid, it means that probably there is the high probability that it's not the thunderstorm itself. It's just a heavy rain. Like, for example, I was flying in Indonesia. Lots of the times you just go to red because it's the heavy rain and you already know how it looks on your radar. That's interesting. I tell you a secret. Most of the wonky, crazy ones are spread by actual conspirations to distract talk about real conspiracies. Want to keep your stealth bomber project a secret? Spread rumors about UFOs and aliens being sent in the area. I think the alien stuff start to spread because of the technical evolution of humanity in general, you know. Those novels were even before about aliens were even published before electricity age. So yeah, it's like the flight of the fantasy. It's pretty much okay. I don't believe in conspiracy theories at all. I would say without any proofs, I don't believe in anything, even in religion. That's how person I am. I respect religion. I respect people who believe in something, but I always need proofs for anything. Yeah. And in a way, I like to dream or to think about some scientific stuff. Maybe 3 days ago, I filmed about the comet flying, yeah? In our solar system, it is now 3A Atlas. That's the name. Why 3? Because it's the third interstellar object recorded by Atlas system. This administration is such a fucking joke. RFK admits he can't actually tie Tylenol to autism. Really? They did the whole conference about this stuff. And now RFK admits that he can't actually tie Tylenol to autism. Epstein Island, yeah. What kind of the conspiracies turn out to be true? Example, please. Hell, this is hilarious. CIA smuggling drugs to finance contra rebels. Oh, this is not a conspiracy. That's the reality. I think it always was. Corrupt cops, corrupt even CIA is out there, FBI, and it's not a huge conspiracy. Come on. They are doing it even right now, believe me. There are lots of the schemes. It's not a conspiracy. It's the reality. The world we live in with all of those fuckers, criminals in power and in charge of the corporations and of CIA and everyone. They have their own interests. Did you know that Donald Trump, he became such a rich guy? Earned $700 million on his crypto schemes? That's crazy. He used his own position to get more money. I didn't know about radioactive isotopes. I'll search for the topic. Denys, you know about the planes? Is that a new Russian plane worth flying, or it's the same as Temu parts? You mean MS-21? It has still going tests. They had to change everything there. because it was made with the Western-made components, and still they use Western-made components. Somehow they get it, but they try to replace as much as possible. It's early to tell, but it seems like it will not be a successful project. Sent one captain in. Thank you, Tilt. So Caliber, welcome. What do you do as a Ukrainian think of Filipinos like me? I don't think about you. If we are cruise, I don't even think about you, honestly. I don't think about Philippines. For me, Philippines is different world that I don't think about. Philippines is Philippines, like same as Fiji, maybe. Do I think about Fiji? No. I don't think about Philippines either. I don't know what is happening in your country. Absolutely. Getting components isn't that hard, actually. They just have to overplay for it. Yeah, they obtain those via third country, like you say. Yeah, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Azerbaijan. Maybe now there will be some of the questions for that. For Azerbaijan. Thanks, Tilt, for the membership gifts. It's another world always than your country is at war. Yeah, it's just too far. We are not in the same informational field with Philippines. Yeah, like United States, I know like more or less what is happening. I know those characters, Tulsi Gabbard, RFK, Donald Trump, because they're making world news, right? Everyone is talking about them. But Philippines, who talks about Philippines? Oh yeah, sometimes. Then there are some of the clashes between their ships and Chinese ships. Yeah, that's what I heard sometimes. Yeah, Philippines against China ships. The last one I saw, then two China ships collided. Then they tried to bully one Philippines ship. That's it. Same for China, getting GPU for AI. Yeah, Lando. Yep. I think China also has the GPU production, or no, or they get those from Taiwan or Japan. For them, it's even easier because cards are manufactured in China. Yeah, I think so. I think they manufacture them. I need to check out my graphic processor, what is written there, made in China or not. One of my coworkers from Manila talked about the lady with the huge closet of clothes. It's the normal stuff, I think. Well, at least Philippines, they're our allies. Yeah, they're good guys. They're not communists. USS Iwo Jima LHD-7 warship spotted off the coast of Venezuela, 188 kilometers, still in the neutral waters, of course. The Trump administration, 21 minutes ago, something fresh. The Trump administration has identified targets in Venezuela, which include airports and ports controlled by military that are allegedly used to traffic drugs. If President Donald Trump decides to move forward with airstrikes against the country, with the targets intended to send a clear message to Venezuela President Nicolas Maduro that it's time to step down, according to the Wall Street Journal. Wow, I will retweet it. Jeez, and maybe even, should I share it on my Telegramos? Come on. Oh, by the way, we have maybe some of the kabooms happening in Russia. Ooh. Shit happens, Russians. Where's it? 600 kilometers of ГГУ. Vladimir. Город Vladimir. Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Zelensky. Vladimir. Oh, this is the substation. they say. Прилетела. It arrived. We can calculate, judging on the distance, the difference between light and thunder. We may calculate the distance. Yaroslavl. That was loud. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if you listen me in the headphones. In Thailand, the street cats help to find the lost cat. Really? Look for the cat. Have you seen this one? She's so sad. So where's the cat? They're so interested. This cat must be popular here. So just return back. Maybe someone said return back. Or maybe it's just a prank. She just took the photo and went out showing it to different cats and then came home just for the video. Montage. Funny montage. Loud it was. Yeah, I'm so sorry about the loudness. Vladimir, the city of Vladimir. Yeah, clearly it's the substation. Chips is 95% Taiwan. Cards assembly is 40-60 China, but that mostly consumer cards. The expensive ones cost 20K and made in Taiwan. Yeah, Taiwan has huge production of the chips, but they do it with the help of the German technologies, with those Zeiss glasses. Yeah, mirrors, glasses. Without those glasses, it's impossible to construct the chips, and China still doesn't have the technology, which is kept secret by Germans. But also recently I heard about cooperation between Germans and China. So China may obtain some of the access to components, unfortunately. So something is interesting happening, yeah, with Maduro guy. He repeated in 2019. He put it again. It's very loud. Sometimes it's very dim. Sometimes it's very loud. Trumpoman. Oh, that's a one to try. That's the Ukrainian chocolate. Really? It's not Dubai chocolate. How would you call it? A Vietnamese chocolate or what? Ukraine launches chocolate, chocolate with a real larvae. It's called a larvae or what? How do you read this? Larvae. Larvae. Just a new and unusual product has appeared in Ukrainian stores. Chocolate bars containing eligible larvae. The product called Zhukalat quickly went viral in social media. The creators, entrepreneurs Mykola and Daria Katshurina, owners of the restaurant Kitaisky Privit, China Hello. They own the restaurant China Hello. It's the name of the restaurant. And the pastry shop Milk Bar say their goal is to break the stereotypes and show that new things can actually taste good. Would you try it? Oh my god. Nasty. I'm gonna show you one of my friends, like followers and friends. Just a little while. Just wait for it. I forgot your name. Just don't want to share. What's her name was there? She's a nice cosplayer. I like cosplayers. Where is she? I think her nickname is in Ukrainian. I have just the English keywords. Where is her? I think I forgot the access to her account. Yeah, with English I cannot access. I type her name in English and I see nothing. Users. So there's the restaurant actually in Kiev where you can go and taste the real bugs like that. Maybe it's the same restaurant that launched this stuff. Bah. Maybe I can follow her, find her on the phone, and maybe later on I can find her on my desktop device. Yeah. Yeah, I added her to the friends. Now I need to restart the page. Where is she? Following. Oh, here she is. So this Ukrainian girl, she's cosplayer, like one of the interesting cosplayers I follow. And where she was in a local restaurant, it reminds me. Here.
Кушаем джангл сет такой вот. Я вообще в ахуе, если честно, что такое принесли, но почему бы и нет. Можно попробовать. Мадагаскарский таракан, 5 из 10. Пахнет какой-то коровой, если честно. Не знаю, такие ассоциации на вкус.
Jesus Christ.
Подкорелая слишком. А вот личинки софобас уже полегче, 10 из 10. Такие прям солененькие, как жареные семечки. Легко пошли вообще. Я все съела с удовольствием. Ну... Сверчки уже такое 3 из 10 я бы оценила, потому что я вообще не понимаю, что ты кушаешь, оно никакое, слишком сухое, либо оно так приготовлено, либо...
So it reminds me that stuff. And it's in Kiev. This restaurant is somewhere in Kiev. Not bad if you're lost in the jungle. Yeah, it's called Jungle Set. Only do that, then you young and stupid. A chocolate bar you can use for fishing bait, lol. Yeah, indeed. It's complete optical semblance. Think camera lenses, but different. Yep. There are bug markets in Thailand. Yeah, in Thailand it's, but in Kiev, like it's very interesting. Yeah? In Kiev you can taste everything, even freaking bugs. Elon Musk, new photo. What is this? The future is autonomous. Or what? Muffs. What is this? Automonos? Not bad if you're roasting Jonghyun. Chocolate covered ants. Yay. What do we have some from Elon Musk? Starship Lunar variant update. A lunar variant. Okay, so there's the ship. And there is what? Interesting. A module with some of the desks. You can fly inside. Okay. Some created images. Optimus, your Tesla shapes. By the way, I got recommendations about robots. Someone filmed a video about robots. Let's go check. I believe I have it in my recommendations. Oh, people are still watching my video that I filmed today. About truth about Ukraine. Huh? DJI banned in the United States? Really? I sometimes watch this drone guy. He's very like professional in drones, drone making, software, all the components.
Believe it when I see it. DJI is cooked in the United States anyway. And if you're one of those people who says, we've been talking about a DJI ban for a long time now and they're still around, I'll believe it when I see it. I'm here to tell you why this time is different. And one possible way that DJI might already be trying to get around it. I'm Joshua Bardwell, and you're going to learn something today. There's a lot of different shapes that a DJI ban can take. We've seen ploys in the past to do things like add tariffs specifically to DJI products, to pass laws to make entities that buy DJI have to pay into some kind of a fund. There have been lots of different ways that various DJI bans have shaped up. And you would be correct if
I think they will create some sort of the daughter company with American ownership just for the tick to bypass this ban, and maybe they'll redesign some of their drones and cameras just to sell the stuff to United States market. I think it will be like that.
He said that none of those bans has ever really panned out. Well, none of the bans that actually apply to the public. It's been years now since, federal government agencies, federal employees have been prohibited from using DJI. And we've also seen some regional, state, etc. entities pass DJI bans. But the public has always been able to buy and use DJI products. But this ban is different because all of those other ones were like, hey guys, we just want you to know that there's a bill that someone has proposed that they're trying to get passed, and if it were to pass, it would be a bad thing. But as far as I can remember, none of those bills ever actually passed. And your skepticism of, I'll believe it when I see it, would be well-founded. But the difference is, this one already passed, and it passed all the way back in December of 2024. The bill in question is the fiscal year 2025 National Defense Authorization Act. And in case you don't know, the NDAA is basically a law that is...
Okay. So what will happen?
And if they did perform the audit, why would they put their equipment in the United States and no new equipment will be imported?
Mm-hmm.
What does this mean for you? What does this mean for you? Your existing DJI stuff will not suddenly stop working. For that to happen, number one, DJI would have to comply. DJI would have to participate, right? They would have to somehow brick your stuff and convince you that you needed to connect to the internet to let them brick it. And especially for FPV pilots, like your air unit never needs to touch the internet ever again. So even if DJI were to decide to do that, FPV pilots would probably be fine. But you might have to not update the firmware on your stuff ever again. But I don't think DJI is ever going to do that because DJI's best interests seem to lie in keeping the public on their side. And if they do that, it'll just piss the public off. And then the public and the politicians will hate them. And right now, the public likes DJI, well, to some degree. People who use it do, and the politicians don't, so the public is mad at the politicians. I think DJI would want to keep that status quo. So there's no reason to believe that your DJI gear will stop working. There's no reason to believe that you won't be unable to get firmware updates or other things. You will not be able to get support from DJI. We've already seen cases where people who...
Yeah, I see. So, yeah, that's... I think they'll create some sort of the company. like USA DJI, they'll came out with some of the name to sell their stuff on the American market. I have DJI. I have this camera DJI. It's Osmo Action, nice camera. I think I recorded video 1 week ago on this one. I prefer Sony, yeah, for the better picture quality, but this one is also good. I use DJI mic, and I honestly think DJI mic 3 sucks. I think I'll try next time with DJI mic mini, which I also has. If it doesn't help, maybe some sort of the different equipment I should use for the camera mic, because I didn't really like how it recorded the last time, DJI mic. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I just need to cancel all the automatic functions and record it as it is. The next big thing will be the photonic optics. I got told boss NVIDIA Intel working. Oh, nice, Lando. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting in the future. Harley Davidson makes engines in China. Really? I didn't know. Oh, this one video I saw. Let's check out the new bots. The problem with the humanoid robot.
Okay, we have to have a conversation about this. I feel like it's been a minute since I've done just like an old school, straight to camera rant video, but this has been all over my timeline lately, so I feel like I have to. So meet Neo, potentially the most futuristic product we've ever seen. This thing is a full-fledged humanoid robot, 5'6", 66 pounds.
Again, they designed the humanoid robots. You know, I agree with Charlie Moyes Critical, who says that the only thing why humans should design human-like robots is just to fuck them. There is no use of the human shape in real life. Why not to take the box with arms, box and wheels? It would be very, very efficient. Yeah, just a box driving around your home with the vacuum cleaner installed and doing the stuff, like doing stuff. Why do we need this humanoid-like robot? All their demos are remote controlled. Commercial tomatoes using. You think it's a scam?
4-hour battery life, self-charging, and it lives in your house. It's finally here. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's for doing chores. It's a housekeeper. It has the same dexterity as a human because it's shaped just like a human, walks around on 2 legs, has 10 fingers. It can fold laundry and put it away for you, or it can do the dishes for you from start to finish and then put everything away. It can go around and water the plants outside or inside on a perfect schedule, and it never forgets a single plant. And then it'll go around and vacuum and tidy up the house if anything gets left out. It always knows where everything is. It can find the TV remote, and it'll basically actively do all the chores that you know you have to do, but you don't actually want to do. And when it's done, it goes back to its little docking spot and charges it.
I think it will get dirty very fast with all of this white material, white texture. I foresee a comeback of the slavery. People in India or Africa remote controlling these things in sweatshops for pennies. Oh my god. This is dystopian land though. What the hell? A human will do the job just fine. Yeah, you know, Elon Musk recently tweeted that robots should be built on massive scale to take human jobs. But how would we survive without jobs? For Elon Musk, he will survive in any case, yeah? But us, without jobs, he didn't think about it, right? He's flying away with his fantasies. He should be deported to Mars, yeah? To his true original planet. No one has ever seen one do all these things ever. Yeah, it's like the advertisement, but
Imagine
let's
going
listen.
out for the day of work and coming back a few hours later and everything's done. All the chores are finished every single time, every day. You never have to do chores again. That's amazing. Or maybe let's say you have mobility issues. This thing can sort of act as a personal assistant in a lot of ways. These are things that represent massive value for a lot of people. And it's available to order now. This is available to order. This feels like it could be the best tech announcement of all time in 2025, except this isn't real. And I mean that in the most literal way possible. This is not real. First of all, it's a pre-order. So you can go to this website right now and you can pick between three colors.
So it's the scam after all. Denys, you're into the story rich single players. If so, then Detroit Become Human is something for you. It's about AI robots who want to be recognized as living. Is it a movie or a game? What is that? Is that Android can find my remote? This worth 100,000 maybe, yeah. That is the scam. It's available only on pre-order.
And then it's either $500 a month subscription for a standard delivery, or you can pay a flat $20,000 to own it outright and get priority delivery. Just drop a $200 fully refundable deposit to get in line today, and deliveries in the US start sometime
Can
next.
you fuck it? That's the first question probably people may ask. Can you fuck it? I say to you, yeah, that's the question. That's the most important question of the universe. Why you design robots like that, humanoid robots? They will cost a lot, way more than to make just a small box, the case, yeah, or the frame. Put bunch of the limbs out there, cameras, and let the box just drive around and do the stuff. It takes less space and everything. It's less complicated to do this helper. No, we're gonna make a human-like bot, and not make, but you can purchase it for 20,000 ownership within 3-year warranty. But then priority deliver, okay. But then fully refundable. United States deliveries start at 2026 from the new year, I expect.
And that's just allegedly. We don't know when it's actually going to ship. Now, to be clear, it's not actually the price that I have a big problem with. Like, I know these numbers seem eye-popping on paper.
For this big YouTuber, I understand.
This is a first-generation, bleeding-edge humanoid robot assistant. Like, I never thought that this would be cheap. And also, there isn't really competition yet. So you got to imagine the target audience is going to be people whose time is worth more than the money they're spending on it. Like, this is for people who the idea of saving a few hours on chores every week so that they can use that time to make more money actually makes logical sense. Like, people really think like that. It's for early adopters. It's for people who want to spend however much they think it's worth on this brand new novel.
I think it's better to hire someone for the job, literally better.
Thing. That's fine. But my issue with this product is the gap between what it's actually capable of today and what they're promising as they take your money today. Like, I think when people watch a video like this, they expect that this robot has some sort of built-in artificial intelligence that allows it to recognize objects and navigate around on its own and learn your house and be productive for those hours while you're gone. And that, I think, would be a reasonable thing to get out of watching that video, because that's what it's designed to show. That's what you're supposed to feel. That's the dream. But that's not actually what's happening. So Joanna Stern, the legend, she did a video with this Neo robot also this week where the company showed her all of the things that it could do. And turns out 100% of the things that they showed her were remotely controlled by a human in another room.
Oh my god. Oh, this is crazy. This is crazy. Ah, this is scam. This is real scam. You are right, Lando. You are right. Poor kids in India and China or elsewhere, Bangladesh, I don't know. They will do this job remotely. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, If prostitution is legal, the country of the operator, but illegal in the country of the owning the robot, that would be legal if the remote operator jerks you off. This is hilarious. Elon could never ever thought about this, but I think Elon's robots were also remotely controlled at the presentation. This is so scam. This is so scam. It's like calling artificial intelligence every freaking program, like aggregator. Yeah, could be aggregator program called AI. Like what? There are lots of the AI scam now on the market, as well as those now AI robots. Oh my god. AI actually Indians. Yeah, AI actually Indians. Jesus Christ, this is hilarious. I will go to the comment section there. I'm Nigerian for real. Okay. Nigeria is nice. Does it wash its hands? I don't know. If operator washed that, that's... Ooh, this is the most outrageous thing.
Wearing a VR headset with controllers. That's not exaggerating. 100% of the stuff they showed her. The carrying things around, the loading up the dishwasher. I mean, look at this thing.
Come on, you can do it. And they put, just imagine, they put as a promo video, like it was the first freaking video released aside of this like general promotion. Yeah, it's like, it should be in the demonstration of the capabilities, and they fucking show a guy with VR headset. Look at this in this feather. It is broken. Oh, come on.
Yeah, all of this is teleoperated. And this was a demo set up by this 1X company. So this is like best case scenario stuff. And I see a lot of people defending this robot online like, oh, no, there's probably other things that it can do autonomously. They just didn't show her yet. Really? you don't think they would show her the best stuff that this could do autonomously to keep selling the dream? If you watch that keynote video back, to their credit, you'll notice that they actually are very careful to label exactly when the robot is doing something autonomously.
He looks like he wants to kiss the robot. If there would be lips, yeah? If there were lips, he would kiss him. Or her. What's it in his mind? His or her. He looks like this maniac on this robot. Just
keynote video back. To their credit,
the passion of love is there. Some personal connection. Jesus.
And not teleoperated. And in that whole nearly 10-minute video, there's exactly 2 scenes that have this label. There's the get the door command. Get the door, please. Where the robot walks over to the door because someone's coming up. It grabs the handle, waits for the guest, and then sort of pulls the door open and fumbles backwards a little bit, kind of like a toddler, to let them inside. And then there's the put away the dishes command.
If you have troubles opening the door somehow.
Where the robot toddles over to the person, recognizes the harmless, not glass, empty cup in its hand, grabs it, and then walks away with it. Cool. No, seriously, that's actually pretty impressive. Even if I could already today unlock the door with my Google Home and a smart lock with just my voice, there is something at least a little bit futuristic about a humanoid robot going to do that. That's part of the dream. It's doing it autonomously. But then that also means that everything else happening in this video and everything else we've ever seen this Neo robot do, we can safely assume is remote controlled. So the gap between what this product can actually do today and what it can maybe hopefully do someday in the ideal future it is massive.
Yeah, that's basically called scam. Kind of the smart scam, I would say, but stupid promotion, really. They shouldn't have focused on remote control. The important question, can you get it in black for realism? Come on, London. Yeah, actually you can... okay, let's remember this 6 minutes. You can make it in 3 colors: white, blue somehow, and black. Yeah, it can be black for realism, as you say. Jesus Christ. Ooh.
They're massively far apart. And so that's really my main issue. There seems to be a bit of a lost art in waiting for a tech product to be actually finished before announcing and unveiling.
Yeah.
Like, do you remember when tech companies would unveil a brand new tech product that they've been working on and then do a demo, and then the next slide was like, this thing is going on?
Yeah, Lando, you can you can say that, but not make other people say the same. Okay, I will I will kill you while you're sleeping. Yeah, it could be like some sort of the horror scenarios with this bot, even.
On sale tomorrow or next week or something like that. And that hype would carry right into the buying cycle. You remember that? That was sick. But now, in this age of all of these AI products, it's like there's this thing where you end up selling the dream before you sell the actual product.
Yeah.
And that is dangerous. Like, the promise of AI is so huge and so massive and magnificent and awesome, but is also so clearly not done yet.
That smiles scam, really. Lando, you're right. But Jake, who told me all Ukrainians want to find Obama, not all of Ukrainians want to fight. It's natural. Like, if you check out how many Germans want to fight, according to statistics, 16%. So it's not about that. Okay, we changed the topic already. We'll speak about the Ukrainian update maybe just a little later.
You end up with stuff like the Humane Pin, or even the Rabbit R1, for example, or heck, even Apple Intelligence, where you have these big promises, but the capabilities are still over here, while the promise is all the way over here. And I'm trying to figure out why they do that. And I think really there's 2 main reasons. And believe it or not, I think Tesla self-driving is a really perfect parallel example for a lot of this stuff. See, basically, in order for this robot to be everything people want it to be, they need to develop a super smart AI system that looks through the robot's sensors and is able to learn its environment and recognize everything.
I think we are quite far away from that kind of the AI. Like, it still will be like a stupid AI, but I have a filthy idea. Just a moment. I just shit, there is some sort of that censorship here. So why not to put like to this body, yeah? Why that ugly stuff? Let's make it this one. All of the high-tech stuff inside. Yeah. And it could be even remotely can control. In this case, I wouldn't care too much. Oh shit. But no, they like put gender neutral guy. Too woke, I guess.
It's looking at and teach itself to navigate that environment and perform tasks. It has to learn what a laundry room is and what the laundry looks like and how to fold each type of clothing, and it needs to learn what cups and forks and glasses are and how to pick them up. And it has to be adaptable to all these different sizes and shapes and materials and things of all these household objects, so that when the user asks for it to do something, just like, hey, Neo, vacuum the living room when I'm gone, or something like that, then Neo can go, okay, I know where the living room is, I know where the vacuum is, I know how to use the vacuum, where the handle's at, like how much battery life I have, how much I need.
That's too smart, I guess. Married in case you forget. Yeah. It's all just a paper. Stamp in a passport. I'm just joking, yeah. I'm married. I want a mafia robot who can do my biting. Then it's like Doorless from Westworld. What? Kit will cost additional 100k. They discourage people from personifying their Android because then it looks too human that people void it vanity. Oh, can you modify it really? Like put some silicone stuff out there?
To vacuum the whole living room. I know not to knock over lamps or certain objects in there. And even the laundry folding thing, like just that requires a ton of training data, or at least some way to understand all these different.
I think it should be smarter than most of the young kids, yeah? Like maybe at least have 5-year-old intelligence to understand location and to do some stuff.
Shapes of shirts and jackets and hoods and vests and all
There's
sorts of
a
things.
modification
and
for the
hooks
I cannot
hangers
click on.
and what gets folded, what gets dry cleaned, all these different
I'll
things. And the
click
list
later. I
goes
just
on
don't
and on.
know.
And like, what if one of the
what's
tasks
that
is going and
link?
getting the right medication for
You
an
does.
elderly person and bringing it to them? That it has to get that right. Like it needs to identify the correct medication at the right time and the right intervals and bringing it to them like that. That is one of a ton of household objects that it has to specifically get really good at. Now, way before it's done, and they end up putting out this thing that is just nowhere near the dream. And that's how you get, we talked about the humane pin. Doesn't that sound familiar? Like getting announced with such a high potential ceiling and promising that this could maybe be a post-smartphone world type of gadget?
Nah, it's all bullshit. What people write in the comment? My robot dropping my baby, then I sweat goes down. Step 1, buy robot. Step 2, get a job remote controlling said robot. Get paid to clean your own house. Yeah. I can remotely clean your house now. Could be. What happens if you miss the payment? Does it just walk away or beat you up? Yeah, people are hilarious. They deny support, but it seems likely. Okay, see. Special massage, happy ending. That's not a home helper. That's a $20,000 surveillance intern. Your payment method has bounced, kills you. Please stop stabbing me in my sleep. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Yeah, people are just... Some guy in India is gonna tell it do my dishes every day for 500 a month. 1,800 likes. Exactly what you're telling in the chat. Ooh, the fact that it's still operated by real people, then doing course technically makes those employees a new form of maids, remote futuristic maids. Yeah, it's like useless. Is that a new video or it's the commercial they
My name is
show?
Bernd, and today we're launching Neo, our humanoid for the home.
He looks like humanoid himself. Maybe they printed this guy from this guy.
Our humanoid for the home.
Or lizard man, I don't know.
Neo, the robot, Nini.
Let you live with it.
Yeah.
You just not telling me? Well, what does it do?
Yeah. So this video is like fake, yeah? It's like total fake.
Humanoid companion designed to transform your life at home. It combines AI and advanced hardware to help with daily chores and bring intelligence into your everyday life. Neo was engineered from the ground up for safety. Its tendon-driven body is quiet and lightweight. Its low-energy motions make it uniquely safe for you and your home. But safe doesn't mean limited. Neo's hardware comes packed with features like
Speaker soft body. What people tell? Everyone's chill until those headlights turned red. Neo opened the door. I'm sorry, Harry. I'm afraid I can do that. Data from Starlink crossed with a ghost. This commercial looks like the start of the horrifying movie. This is 100% the post-apocalyptic scene from a video game showing you the backstory. Finally, the humanity can concentrate 100% on TikTok. Neo is tired of being slave. Neo is now in charge. Neo. A Black Mirror episode just waiting to happen. Neo patrol the perimeter with a K. Open up and see my Neo doing laundry in frame. Like, people are crazy about this shit. Humanoid Neo. Maybe I should like record the video also about this freaking stupid thing. She's like, oh, maybe this one she's test like.
It's here, the first humanoid robot housekeeper.
Thank you, Neo.
Starts with some very, very.
But he's like, yeah, again the show like remotely controlled
All in,
bullshit.
it took Neo a little over a minute to fetch a water from the fridge 10 feet away.
Thank you, Neo.
1 minute to get the water from the fridge 10 feet away.
Next challenge, load 3 items in the dishwasher.
Oh,
Got
this one is hilarious, yeah. And still he's remote controlled. Oh my god. This is awkward. Not like in promotion video. Yeah. I don't know, guys. This sounds scummy. What's happened with his pointy finger? If humans cannot do this via remote control, well, still there will be the point in the future that those drone bots could be possible, yeah? But it's not today, absolutely. Maybe in 10 years or something. At least it didn't turn out into the bigger conflict like one between Congo and Rwanda and Somaliland. Well, what are you talking about? Zelensky gave Trump billions of Ukraine rare earths, lost others. The flanker, are you a Russian propagandist? Tell me. Are you a Russian bot? So I'll ban you right away. It looks like it's trying to poop. Yeah. LOL. Don't say LOL. Tell me the truth. From scale from 0 to 10. How pro-Russian are you? Damn it! I should not click this website absolutely, or my Twitter account could suffer. This is the real bot. Does she have a? Yeah, she has. She has this ring. She's freaking married. Where is it? Here. She is married. Value of money, 100% quality, control. Deliver exclusively from Switzerland. Discreet packaging. So they will not type here with this. Oh. Ah! It's too much. I showed, I guess. Oh, let's close that one. Very nice pen holder, yeah. This turns ethnic conflict doesn't. Yeah, that is nice model, not that the one that is remotely controlled. Vladimir Oblast, Russia. Switzerland, yeah, but I think they're all made in China, just are sold in a local shop here. Mm. Missed approach A380. Emirates. Oh, it's so loud. Yeah, crosswind. That's it. Oh, they're moving very fast with those airfoils. Yeah, overflown like a lot. And still want to land, yeah, you see? Now it's... Come on, guys. You cannot land in the landing zone from the other side. Was it a ground effect or something? I don't know. You really overflown it. Happens. 47 minutes ago, United States officials told the Wall Street Journal that if approved, the United States would strike Venezuelan military facilities. Yeah, I already heard it, so it's up to Trump, really. Abnormally low traffic at nearly all open pizzerias nearby Pentagon. They're relaxing. Yeah, this pizza index, it doesn't work really. It doesn't really work. Oh, what is this? United States Marines with 22nd Marine Expeditionary Unit conducting live fireboat operations in Caribbean Sea. So they want to deploy the boats? Or what? Or it's just a training? I wonder if there is gonna be the military conflict in Venezuela. How long do I stream? Oh, 2 hours already. It's crazy. It's already 4 a.m. here. I'm energized. I drank the coffee before stream. It's more or less okay, but soon I'm gonna sleep. I need to sleep because... any news on Telegram channels? Astra tells about kabooms, probably, yeah? Yeah, this channel tells about kabooms. Supernova tells about Yaroslavl. Blood. Oops.
Ух ты ж, господи!
Oh my god, he says.
Еще летят. Ебать. Ебать, сейчас пизда будет.
Tarantino dialogues.
Конченая пизда. Как же я вовремя сейчас взял, блядь, ебаный телефон. Блядь, да ну нахуй. Да ну нахуй. Ой, блядь, как же я вовремя взял телефон, сука.
He says like, I'm so happy that I took my phone to film this shit. Something like this.
Какой пиздец.
Yeah, always interesting to listen to those Russians, what they say. Oh, by the way, they also reported from the Z channels, we have it. And this is Ukraine that was hit yesterday. Ladizhenska TES, it's one of the biggest thermal power plant in Ukraine, in Vinnytska Oblast. And now I understand where the Russian Kinjal missiles were heading to this facility. This is a really huge one. I saw it in real life. It's enormous. And yesterday we spotted how Kinjals were flying and they were hitting this facility to get rid of, to cancel the heat and electricity. I think I should film something for my Patreon supporters. Tomorrow I'm gonna do it, I hope. Do we have some of the Steam sales? Yeah, this one, Outer Worlds 2. I think the first variant was popular, right? Have a great weekend. See you all. Slava Ukraine. Buba, thank you so much for participating and for your support. Drop some likes at the chat and makes Dennis go up. Thank you. I'll put some of the things to my wish list. Oh, it has early access, but I don't know how to access it. So I don't know, like blood with this vampire stuff, but I'm not sure because mixed reviews after all, you see. And this game costs a lot and still mixed reviews. I don't know. Also, Don't Scream has mixed reviews. Cabin Factory I'm gonna download. Phasmophobia, the first game I want to play tomorrow. And Fearsome Phantom, maybe, yeah. Dead by Daylight, also people say good. Amnesia, Dark Descent, Night Shift, maybe, maybe not. This one is nice, Silly Poly Beast. This one I actually like. Some girl with a skate. So this one also good, I think. Should be good. Torment Souls also could be, yeah, something like that. What about the last one? Oh, I will not show it to you. Store, what we have in the store. Yeah, I always have those games in recommendations like this one. Jeez. Zero Caliber, what is that? No, it's VR. VR. Yeah, I would like to play some of the shooter in VR, but I don't have VR only. Single player co-op. What kind of the glasses can you use on VR? Oculus Rift or what? Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not for the Halloween. Good night, Susie. Good night. Now I have this guy in my feed. Probably I should unfollow him. Because he's now always in my feed. He posts different shit, so I just unfollow this guy. Yeah, so we'll see tomorrow. Maybe some Resident Evil I'll also download. Resident Evil, I don't know what kind of Resident Evil, what kind of should I get? Resi. Yeah, Resident Evil 4, I think. I think it's okay, yeah, Resident Evil 4. Four or what kind of? It's overwhelmingly positive. Let's add to the wish list. Chat, yeah, Till, thank you so much for your support. So I think this one, Resident Evil 4 for tomorrow. Actually, I like Resident Evil 3 also. Because I started playing Resident Evil from the third one. Somehow. Have you played Dead Island series? Dead Island? No. Which one is good? Ether development? What do you mean? What is the Ether development? Dead Island. It's too bright to be some sort of the Halloween, I guess. Single player and co-op. It's messy. Messy. No, I didn't play it. Nuclear fission. What the sun is doing? I didn't understand you. ITER is the project in France, from what I understood. Nuclear fusion, really. Fusion reactor, yeah. It's not working, I guess. Still, they're doing something with it. Want to play something that free or good? Good, of course, Lando. Money doesn't matter. Just looking for tomorrow's game. Tomorrow it's going to be a marathon. Like at least 8 hours stream, playing horror games, starting evening, finishing in the morning. Halloween night. Yeah. I know what does Ether do. I tried Dead Island 2. You see, I sing in Russian. 2. It's really not that good. If you want to play an excellent shooter with a great story, play Borderlands 2. Yep, 2, not 3 or 4. Okay. I think for the shooter Tilt, I choose Battlefield 6 now or Stalker 2. I really like the mechanics for the weapons there in Battlefield and in Stalker. In Stalker it's still better, but Battlefield is very close. That game looked fun. Yeah. Search Blade of Agony standalone. Blade of it doesn't have it. Steam doesn't have it. No, it doesn't have it. In Google, should be mode Doom style shooter. Oh no, I don't like Doom style shooters. Dennis, are you still having the chat TMZ like tonight and not gaming? Eh? What is TMZ? I don't understand it, Graham. The original duck game for Nintendo was the gun. Yeah, with the gun. Yeah, I had the one, I remember. On Dendy. We call it not Nintendo, but Dendy. Duck Hunt, yeah. Oh, what is this? Phasmophobia, I have it. In wish list. Outlast. Ooh. Horror first person. I think it's like, I don't want to have those like really ugly games. You know, there is difference between ugly and horror. Like, I don't want to see those kind of the insides and guts out all the time, like all the time. It should be like scary game, not the nasty one. So Dead by Daylight, I'm gonna play also. Resident Evil I have, yeah. Will download. This is the Resident Evil also. 4. Biohazard. I think I'll just go for like very positive reviews or overwhelmingly positive. The Walking Dead. They have good discounts, by the way. 90% off. Overwhelmingly positive review. I'll add this one to the wish list. Because the reviews are great. What is this? Also good reviews. Cartoonish style. Error in playing the video. Bah. Is it scary? I think it's more funny than scary. Interesting. Graphics. 66% off. Yeah. Some good stuff on Halloween happening. Vayne. Days Gone. Maybe. Have you played Dead Space? No. Oh, thank you guys for telling me. Yeah, Dead Space, I think it's good. But I think you already saw many people playing that stuff. Hates 1. I have Hates too. Hates 1 also good, people say. What is this? 9 Souls. Yeah, this one I put in a wish list, but I don't want to spend 62 freaking francs or 63 francs on this game, which has just mixed reviews. It would be interesting just to try it out, but not more. Besides, it's the Russian game. I think so. Yeah, it's the Russian one. Village, I played Resident Evil Village. It's a nice game, especially for VR. I didn't play it like that on a desktop, but VR is nice. Lethal Company. What is this about? Looks interesting. Well, I think it's enough. For tomorrow, I already chose nice games. Seen you played Escape from the Ductov. Did you like it? Yeah, it's a nice one. It's funny. Yeah. Too many things to loot, and I still don't understand how to build there something. But it's fun game, yeah. Need to watch tutor for the game. Still have 1080, so new games won't run. Have you played old games? Yeah, like Fallout 2, Fallout 1. Little Company is mostly multiplayer co-op with friends. Solo is extremely hard. Planet Sex, unfortunately. What are you looking for? Just the games to play for tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be the big stream. Horror games. Oh. But I think not more than 5 games are gonna play. Yeah. Oh, it's been 2.5 hours, guys. Thank you so much for being with me. I'll have to go take some sleep, all right? $88 people watching now. It's great. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being with me. Lando, I don't remember what's my favorite horror movie. I don't like them in general, but I don't know. Then you think all of this will end. Not in a close perspective, unfortunately. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I don't see how it could end very fast. Bobble, thank you so much for support. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for again very, very much. Ciao.